is seeing all these people, knowing how.
Hey, dude,
JD!
what up? What up? What up? What's going on, y'all?
Hey,
Live,
baby.
Live, baby. It's Hip Hop Friday. Hip Hop Friday.
Oh.
I have no other but Paris Smith from EPMD.
Hip Hop royalty.
The Haymaker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Fresh to death.
Culture Corner is back, baby. What's going on, dog?
Back like the first time.
It's been good. Left you without a dope pod to step to.
It's your girl Sunshine here tonight. This is exclusive. This is big. Tonight it's about our fraternity.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Speak Easy. Live from DC. What's up?
I could be classy when I need to be. I could be bougie when I need to be. I'm a Southern Belle because my grandmother made sure of it. But at the same time, with it. Yep. So when it's time to fight, it's either Onyx is coming on, DMX is coming on.
Yep.
Or the Biggie kicking in the door, waving the 4-4.
Yep.
All you heard was Nikki don't hit me no more. Yep. I made my own verse. I added, all you heard is Nikki don't hit me. You know. So I understand, you know, the Vaseline, the
earrings
hoodie,
off, rings off, yes.
Hair. Nah. God falls in the sock tied up.
Yeah.
That was then, y'all. That's the other side.
Right. We only bring that out when we have to. Only when we have to do we have to bring that out. And sometimes, unfortunately, you do, because sometimes people come at you left because you're a woman. So, you know, sometimes you got to put on that Onyx hoodie and put people right in their place. You got to, you know, throat kick with a Tim on, whatever you got to do. You get the respect.
Right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, but I've been watching them. They've been traveling, and I was like, why don't they just have a house in Russia? Because I'm like, they just stay over there.
They're nonstop.
But that's a beautiful thing.
It is. And that's one of the things, you know, that I go back and forth with when I am working with up and coming artists, because a lot of the fresh new ones don't really think that they need to know the history of hip hop. You know, my big thing is, regardless of the lane that you're going to go in hip hop, you absolutely need to know the history, the elements, the culture, all of it. I don't care if you're going to mumble rap and be a trap artist until, you know, the cows come home. You still need to know your history. And a lot of times you hear, oh, you keep bringing up these, you know, these OGs, but, you know, where are they now? And it's crazy because, and I think of groups like Onyx, they never stopped. They haven't stopped since they came out in the early 90s. They're still going nonstop, album after album, tour after tour, tour after tour. So just because you may not see them doesn't mean that they're not doing anything. A lot of them left mainstream because they want to be independent now. They've did the thing with the labels. They've did all that. They've blood, sweat, and tears to the labels. Now, in return, it's time for them to do for them. So everything is independent now for them. It doesn't mean that they've, you know, lost any steam or any of that. They all have new music. They're all still doing big things. You know, so that's one of the things when when I'm doing artist development, that's the first thing, you know, right off bat. You have to know your history. If I got to give you a quiz every week, a pop quiz or something.
Or tell them, watch Sunshine for Hip Hop Fridays.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Hip Hop Fridays.
This generation don't know. I'm like, huh? You don't know who Nas is? You don't know who EPMD is? You don't know Father MC? Dolomite? You don't know? Huh?
Come on.
So that's why I created Hip Hop Fridays. But sometimes with the blessings of you and Raya, I bring them on Tuesdays too, because let's shake it up a little.
Yeah.
You know, let's get our Tuesday going to get to Friday.
Yep.
Y'all gotta know the history. They paved the way for y'all now.
Absolutely. And you know what really is crazy too? Why is hip hop the only genre that has this generational issue? You know, when you look at rock and like all these old guys. I mean,
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne is like, he can barely walk. And he's, you know, he's still on stage doing whatever. And that's not an issue. That's, you know, that's like, oh yeah, you know, like bow down. But when you have like the OGs in hip hop doing it, everyone's like, oh, they need to hang it up. They need to throw in the towel. Why? I don't understand.
It's
mind boggling. Yeah, it's mind boggling.
They still bring the fire. I was like, y'all better sit down somewhere until they until they're 6 feet under. Let them do that.
Because here they are 20, 25, some of them even 30 years later, are even their new music is still timeless music. You know what I mean? They still have the ability to make timeless music. And some of them are still, you know, are introducing newer sounds. So it doesn't sound so dated. You know what I mean? But they're doing it. They're still killing it. And people need to know that.
I was so happy when I heard Arrested Development. We're going to talk about that behind the scenes. Because I still got dates open. Let's do that.
Yes, absolutely. They're ready.
When
He's ready.
Came out again. I was like, see, this is real hip hop.
Yes.
Spicy. What?
Period. Explanation point. That's it.
Like,
yes. If I'm getting chills from head to toe, then you're doing your job.
Yes.
Everything is flowing in sync. The lyrics, the melodies, the production, everything has to be on point. Yes.
The beat.
Yes. Everything has to be on point.
When Rampage said, Flip Mode's coming, I was like, all the Flip Mode?
All of them?
I said, all of them?
All of them. Yes.
I said, Bust the Bus?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
She put out for her, and I still haven't heard back, so I'm going to stalk her page a little bit more, too.
We are so excited about the album. So excited.
I can't wait. And he said that he has something in the vault with Craig Mack. God rest his soul. I can't wait.
Yep. I haven't even heard that one yet. I know it's in the vault. I know where the vault is, is at, but I still haven't heard that one yet.
Oh, I can't wait.
He's like, not yet, MJ. Not yet, MJ.
I can't wait. When he was like, I got that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just like, okay, pick up your mouth. Pick up your mouth.
Right.
I was like, I'm trying not to be starstruck, but I'm like.
But it's like, yep.
That alone, because he's gone now, to hear Craig Mack's voice again on something different, and
it's going to shock everybody. It really is.
Shock, cry, you name it.
Everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited.
What's going on with you for next year?
Me talked about next year.
Artists. Let's talk about you. This is about you tonight.
Me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be working on radio. I'm just trying to, find the right platform, because I don't have, the big DJ equipment and all that stuff. But, we're going to open up the door to radio. I've been saying that for a while, but I just have to wait for the right, opportunity, I've had a lot of offers for radio, but it has to be right. It has to be right. I did a radio show many years ago in Philly with UTM Radio in Philly. Shout out to them. That's home base right there. I love them to death. And I loved it. And that's where I first met C Knowledge from Diggable Planets. He came to the studio. We did an interview. It was phenomenal. Because that was my hip hop crush. So being able to interview him, and smoke a little and drink and do the interview, it was a beautiful thing. So that I miss, that part of radio. I definitely miss, being in the studio and, interviewing people. So that's going to come in 2022. Hosting more events, covering for media for more events. I haven't been able to do that in a while because of COVID. And now in some places you have to be vaccinated, and I'm not getting vaccinated. So I'm hoping in 2020, those doors will open back up, so I can get back out there media-wise and, interview people, do media coverage, all that stuff. Also working with someone in in some major TV avenues that we're going to be working on, like WeTV, and some other larger platforms.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Definitely
Okay.
excited about that. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't talk too much about that, but there's
Until
TV
that
in the
ink is
works.
dry.
Yeah.
I understand. When that,
Yes.
and we could be like,
yes.
and now,
prices have gone up.
look, the yesterday prices.
Yep, there
are
it
now
is.
Today prices.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Mama, what else? Let's
Yes.
go.
Yes.
See, you doing things.
Yes.
You gotta get your flowers.
I appreciate that. I really do. I definitely appreciate it. It does mean a lot.
Dealing with men.
Yeah. You know what? I have a couple of female artists. I wish I had more. I really do, because I love supporting women artists. I really do. You know, it aggravates me when I hear people say femc or female artist. Like, listen, genitals have nothing to do with it. An artist is an artist is an artist is an artist. An MC is an MC is an MC. Why does she have to be a femc? So, you know, just because of that alone, I would love to work with more women. The women that I work with now are R&B artists, absolutely phenomenal singers. I'm talking like neck hair raising, like they're phenomenal. But yeah, I mean, the majority of it is men 24/7. 24/7, and the dynamics between everybody is so different. It's crazy. And it's funny because my daughter, I call her my little assistant. She knows when I'm on the phone, she knows who I'm on the phone with because of their voice, or if she sees them calling by the picture. Mom, Rampage is calling. Mom, Vance is calling. It's so funny. Or sometimes she'll see my facial expressions because, you know, there's a couple of up and coming artists that you work with that, you know, need to get their ego deflated a little bit, you know, eat that humble pie so she can see my face, because my face
never lies. It
no,
never lies.
has a mind of its own. So she's like, oh, you're on the phone with him again?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes.
I understand.
Yes.
Or you're rubbing your temples. My kids know who I'm talking to when I'm rubbing my temples.
Yes. Yes.
I had 3 boys.
Oh.
And then I have my man.
So you have 4 boys.
Then, if they're gaming. And you know who's mad, who lost, who did what.
Right.
Then they wake up. Which one are you today?
Right. Or if they're sick, you know, it's like they're dying.
Big baby.
Yeah. I mean, a cold, they're dying of some unknown disease.
When you have a kid and have a C-section, then come to me.
Exactly.
Like, come on, you got a cold. Suck it up. Like, come on.
Yeah. Wipe your boogers and keep moving.
I can't do it. Oh, my body.
Yeah.
You be like.
It's crazy. Absolutely is crazy.
Yeah. And I'll be like.
Yep.
Here's the violin.
Yep.
I'll be like, oh, let me take care of you.
And the older they get, the whinier they get.
Thank God God gave me boys. I don't know what I could do with a girl, because if you whine, I'll be like, we don't whine here. We don't whine.
Not at all.
So, Queen, you are doing the thing.
I try.
Kudos.
Thank
you.
Now,
how do you juggle family life with the business?
Whew. You know what? So many people ask me that question, and I honestly don't know if I have an answer. I get up and do. I get up and do what I got to do. Things get done that have to get done. You juggle, you shimmy, you know what I mean? I mean, first of all, this business is not the business where I can sit at my desk and open my planner and say, okay, I'm going to do this today, and this today. Because that's not going to happen, because then I'll get a phone call that'll say, yo, MJ, I got a project dropping tomorrow. I need you to do A through Z right now. And it's like, okay, Thanks for the heads up.
Oh.
So, you know, it's just, you just find what works. Sometimes there's days where you're just going nonstop and I'm like, wait, did I even shower today? You know,
or did I eat?
Yeah,
oh,
did
that
I
why my
eat?
stomach's growling?
What's happening? Am I hangry right now? Like, but again, as women, we just do. We don't question it. We don't. So I don't really never know how to answer that question. I don't know if there is balance. I mean, there has to be somewhere. I know if Raya's still on, she's probably going to kill me. She's always like, you got to take time for you, sis.
Yeah.
You got to take time for you, sis. Yeah, but I don't know. I just do.
Has G's in the building? Hi.
Uh-oh. There he goes.
And Raya says, you don't try, sis. You do.
I love her. I love her.
I know.
I really do. She's just an inspiration, like not just professionally, but just personally. Like she just has no idea. She's just such an inspiration.
Yeah,
she really is.
She really is, and I told her that's why I brought her on. What 2 months ago, Raya? 2 or 3 months ago, and I was like, "We giving you your flowers."
Yeah, she needs them.
Yeah,
she needs bouquets and bouquets, like
right? Because she's like, "Okay, let me get you such and such." I'm like, "Word?" I was like, "Okay, see who did it?" Like, she just booked me Silver Fox, so that's in December.
Right.
And I'm like. I was like, Raya, my dream on getting Busta and Method Man. Now, in high
bucket
school,
list.
Oh, that's on my top bucket list.
Yeah,
I gave
ditto.
her my bucket list. I was like, when Meth came out, I had his whole thing on lock. My mother was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's Meth."
Yeah.
Method Man. Look, suck you up with a biscuit. Like, okay.
Yes.
Look, he gets finer every year. Like,
oh my goodness.
But I told my man, I love you, boo. I ain't going nowhere. But you know, if I ever meet him,
it's a wrap.
METH. And that Busta, I just want to sit and hear him rhyme. Like, when do you take a breath? Like,
right.
And he reinvents
He's incredible.
himself over and over again.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Never skips a beat. Absolutely never skips a beat with anything that he does.
No. When he came out
That's
with
what I'm saying. Like,
with the leaders of the new school.
Yes. Hip hop just evolves with age and becomes more beautiful and more timeless, and it's just an incredible thing. And it just, you know, and part of my, you know, my mission of what I do is just to keep that at the forefront. You know what I mean? So people know that. I mean, again, hip hop is not rap. Rap is part of hip hop. Hip hop is a culture. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of living, you know, and that needs to be at the forefront. So many people just, you know, skip it down to just, hip hop rap. No, it's just one small piece of it.
Hip hop is life. It's your heart, your rhythm, your soul when it's in you and it grabs you and catches a hold. Hip hop brings so many different types of emotions and helps you in that time of motion.
Exactly.
It can help you cry it out. It can help you beat it out. It just help you work it out.
Yep.
It helps you.
Whatever you need that day. Music will dictate. Your mood will dictate what you listen to.
Yeah, it really will.
And there's so much diversity in hip hop that no matter what you're feeling, there's going to be music there.
Yeah.
There's going to be music there. You just have to know where to get it. And again, that's, you know, part of my job to make sure it stays at the forefront so people know where to get it. You know, this is what you like. Okay, go here and get it. You know, because I mean, hip hop is evolving and some of it may not be for our ears or for other people's ears, but just, you know, you don't have to press play. You don't have to knock what other people are doing. You know, we still can all be, you know, supporting each other and giving people flowers. Even if you personally don't like the music, you can still give them flowers for their grind, for their hustle. You know what I mean? for their work ethic. But even when we were listening to, when we were growing up in hip hop, I didn't like every kind of rap that there was. I really didn't get too much when I was younger. I didn't really get too much into the gangster rap early on. That kind of grew on me. You know what I mean? So I think it's the same way now. There's different kind of like subcultures, of rap that are evolving, and some of it is, some of it.
I know.
I'm trying to be careful.
I know. We have to watch.
Yeah, we have to watch.
I know. Trust me.
Again, my main thing is just don't knock it. You know what I mean? And the OGs will tell you that too, because a lot of the OGs try to reach out to the younger ones, to give them some advice and give them some guidance. They don't want to hear it though. A lot of them don't want to hear it.
So they got to fall flat on their face.
Yes. So a lot of times you'll hear the new ones say, "Oh, the OGs are just putting us down," and da 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 da. And it's really not the case. They really do try to reach out and give them support, give them some, tips,
help
and stuff
them
like
PR wise.
Exactly.
Son.
Exactly.
That's what you say, because your career's right here. But you say something wrong and it's going to go down here. Yeah. You may not be able to recover from that, but know, nah, OG, okay.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to help you. Like, we can learn from the new generation, but the generation can learn from us too.
Absolutely.
And then they're going to be like, who told me I shouldn't have said that back in the day?
Right.
Yeah. Too late.
Right.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's
what
right.
I mean?
And that's a big thing that that I really respect Billy Dance for, because he does that. A lot of the new music he's making now, he brings in a lot of the younger guys for production, even for some features and stuff like that. So he still has that Billy Dance touch that'll never go anywhere, but he's bringing in some of the newer sounds, and it's incredible. It really is incredible. And that's his main thing now, is to kind of bridge that gap in hip hop. And it's true, because they need the young ones and the young ones need the OGs, because the young ones can really, teach them about the technology and all that stuff. Because when the OGs were, getting out in the beginning, it was, boots to the ground. It was street team. It was stickers and posters everywhere. That was promotion, actually going out to the clubs and following the biggest DJ so you can, connect with him, build a rapport with him, so he can play your music. Everything was boots to the ground. So they weren't just making music. They were their own marketing team, their own promotional team, their own management team. They were doing everything. Now all these artists have to do is submit music, and technology does everything else. Yeah. So they don't have that work ethic, that the OGs have. You know what I mean? And also in the aspect of perfecting their craft. A lot of these young kids will go in the studio, make a track, 2 hours later, I'm done, here, put it out to the world. When we were growing up, music albums took a long time to make. Like, fans were like on the edge of the seat, like, oh my God, when is this album going to drop? But there was a reason for that. There was a reason for that. It wasn't trendy. You know what I mean? It was I can listen to the first Onyx song ever right now, put it on, and still feel as hyped as I did 20 years ago. Yeah.
Especially Stick Your Fingers when he goes, wait a minute. I'm like,
yes.
Yes. And like, I love how RZA has the Wu-Tang on Hulu, and how he showed how his mind was thinking. Chess pieces, and then how they did the label and the record, and how hard, and the grind. Like me, like I can honestly say, I was working ever since I was 11. Right. So paper route. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then hustling them blow pops for 25 cents. You get 30 in a box, and you hustling 25. My father showed me, he was like, baby girl, I'm going to show you how to be a hustler, but doing the money legit. Then you keep growing up and up and up, having 2 jobs and doing college and everything else. Like, look, I like that money, but I also like freedom, and I also like knowledge.
Right.
Like with this, when I'm getting people on in the middle of the night, I'll wake up. I'll be like, I had like 4 hours of sleep. Then I'm like, ooh, let me try to. And Sick Flo can tell people. He told people on the interview. He was like, yeah, I was in the studio at 3:00. Oh, Jiz was like, yeah, 1:00. I think you sent me something inbox, and we was talking at 1:00 in the morning. But I'm booking you.
Yes.
But the grind don't stop.
No,
like,
it
get a
doesn't.
little nap, wake up, do some more, go back to sleep, wake up, get the kids ready, go to work, do your 9 to 5, and on your breaks, you hit up everybody on IG you can get to.
Exactly. That's how it is. That's
how it is. Grind.
That's it. And it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
exactly. Not everyone's built for it. You have to have a strong backbone. You have to have thick skin, and not everybody has that.
Yeah.
And especially on top of that, if you're a woman, and that's why, again, it's so important to give, women to women flowers, because again, to have thick skin and be able to hold your own in a male dominated industry, it says a lot. It really does. And Riot definitely takes the cake for that. She definitely takes the cake on that.
Yes. Riot is like, okay, I'm getting you IU. Okay, I got IU. Okay, I'm getting you this. I'm getting you that. I'm like,
right.
I'm like, okay. Yay!
Exactly.
Granddaddy IU's like, Nikki Sunshine. I was like, yep, you made me. Okay. So I'm Nikki Sunshine. Like,
right.
I'm like, you called me Nikki Sunshine. He's an OG. And now he's
definitely
like family. You sit at the table,
definitely.
Nikki Sunshine. Shorty Shaw was like, what's
definitely.
up, Sunshine? I was like, okay.
You know what? It's crazy because it is surreal at times. Like, I think now, because I've been working with a lot of these guys for a while now, a lot of them have just have become family. So sometimes they'll, like Billy Dan's, he can call, he's calling for business, but we'll be on the phone for over an hour just shooting the shit, talking crap about our kids. And guess what this little fucker did today? And you know what I mean? It's just, so they're like family now.
Yeah.
And some people, I remember one day I had, a while ago, I had a friend over and my phone was out and he saw, the contacts and he was like, all these people are right there in your text message. You talk to them every day. I'm like, yeah, they're just people. Relax, calm down. So sometimes I do have to take a step back and be like, wow, MJ, you're working with people when you grew up listening to, you were really, really fans. And now you're working with them. That's pretty big. You know what I mean? So sometimes I do have to sit back and say that. But again, they're really all just like family. They are. Yeah. I love them all.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is. And then you can sit back and be like, wow. I did that?
Yeah, right.
I sat with them. I was like, wait, what was it? Wow.
Right.
Yeah. And
I mean, that's one of the things. That's one of the things about me is I've never really been starstruck. So a couple of times, a lot of the artists reached out to me personally. But then there's a lot of people who reached out to me saying, oh, I gave so-and-so your number, So they'll call me, or me and Ramp will do a lot of 3-way calls to other people. And it'll introduce me, when he did to MC Shan, Special Ed. And, yo, Ed, this is MJ, my publicist. Yo, Shan, this is MJ, my publicist. Hi, I'm MJ, pleasure to connect. And then there's a long pause, I don't know if they're waiting for me to be like, oh my God, MC Shan, you know what I mean? That's not how I roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a pleasure to connect with you, just like it's a pleasure to connect with an up and coming artist. It's all the same to me. So that's a big thing too. If you want to come into the industry, you definitely can't be starstruck. I was never big on being I mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans.
Yeah.
We all eat, shower. We're all humans.
Just want to give you your flowers, and then we go into the interview and we just smooth it along and have our fun. And then I can sometimes, but I ain't gonna lie. When I did my interview with Paris Smith, I was like, oh my God, I can
that
because I had to. I was like,
right.
I was like, I'm EPMD,
Yes, listen, the first interview, like I said, when I interviewed C Knowledge from Diggable Planets, and that was a face-to-face interview. That was the first big one I did on radio. When I came home, I didn't want to change my shirt, 'cause, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my God, I want to stay in this forever.
Right?
But that was years and years ago. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then, oh, you want to take pictures? Like when they're so humble too. It was like,
Yeah,
oh,
oh,
you want
yeah.
to take pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I take pictures.
You know, it's crazy. Billy Danz is probably the most humble, down-to-earth person that you will ever speak to, have a conversation with. And when I book them for interviews, a lot of the hosts are a little intimidated because they just assume that they're going to get that, you know, monster persona that you see on stage. And when you get him, he's just, hey, how's it going? He's just so down to earth and funny that it's like, it's crazy. It really is crazy. Because again, a lot of hosts are like, oh my God, MJ, the interview's tomorrow. We got Billy Danz. I'm a little nervous about having Danz. And I'm like, nah, he's a big teddy bear. And they're like, are you talking about the same Billy Danz? I'm like, yeah, he's a teddy bear. He'll be fine. You'll see. Watch. I'm telling you. He's so down to earth. He really is. Complete opposite, you know, of his stage persona. It's funny.
Oh, I can't wait.
You're going to have a great time. You're going to love it.
Now, tell me 5 fun facts about you.
Okay, 5 fun facts about me. One, a horror fanatic. So when my kids were younger, every year we were part of this Halloween like walkthrough thing that they had. Mm-hmm. And our skit was my boys were zombies on the floor fighting over eating a zombie head. And I was a zombie hiding in the shower. So when people came to our skit, they were so focused on the boys eating, you know, the head that I would jump out of the shower, my zombie makeup and everything, and scare the living shit out of everybody. We did that for so many years. We had so many scares. The best part about that, I got to tell you, is, you know, you get the real cool high school jocks that come in that are going to protect their girlfriends, and they scream louder than the girls. Fucking phenomenal. I love it.
You be like, yeah, where's that boy now?
Exactly. Yeah, so that's one fun fact. I love horror. I'm a horror fanatic. Other fun fact is I'm also a poet. I've been a published poet since I was about 9 years old. I did do a lot of spoken word performances, New York, New Jersey, Philly. Yes. So I do have some bars. Not as good as Raya, though. I've heard Raya's bars. You know, she had some bars.
Raya,
Yeah,
I told her
got
she need
bars.
to come and do one.
She does. You're right. Absolutely. Because she got fucking bars.
She needs to get on one of mine.
Yes. You hear that, Raya? She's still there.
She there. She's trying to ignore now. Like,
yeah, now she wants to ignore. There
Look,
she is.
She's laughing with the heart.
She got bars. Her daughter got bars too.
Did she tell you to read the poem her daughter just did?
Yes.
Oh my God. I was like, Raya, I'm sorry. How old is she? I said, what?
I did.
I'm like,
I was blown away.
Yes, I was sitting there and I visioned it when she was.
Yep.
I said, honey, how old are you, baby? You going far. I said,
same thing I said.
Get it from her mama.
Yes. Yeah. And then Raya spit bars to me, and I was like, oh shit, she's better than half the dudes out here.
Right?
Yes.
I was like,
Lord.
Raya. And Raya spit something for me. And I was like, okay, you gonna get on my next spoken word. You heard?
Yeah.
You heard? She be like, no,
nothing.
She gonna get on it.
Yeah, definitely. Look at her. Love you, Raya. Oh my God, I'm running out of fun facts. Wow, I guess I'm pretty boring outside of MJ.
Well, do you like parachute sailing? Do you like jet skis?
I've never been. Oh, crabbing. I do love crabbing. I love going crabbing.
I've never done crabbing.
You've never been crabbing?
No.
See, I can't do fishing because fishing is boring. But crabbing, I love crabbing. Yeah, fishing is
I've
boring.
never
I
done
can't do
that.
that. Yeah.
Really? I like
Crabbing
the
is.
dirt bikes. I like the jet
Okay.
skis.
Okay.
I've done parachute sailing. Yo, I be like, I could swim. So if the line goes, I know how to swim. Yo,
Right.
I'm good.
Yes.
Not doing parachute drop. Nah, man.
No. You know what I want to do though? I do want to try. It's on my bucket list. I think it's in Vegas where they have the big dining table in the air. That I want to do. You ever see those?
I don't know about that. That's like parachute.
No, but you just sit there and eat your dinner. But you're way up there.
What you gonna do? I can't do that. No. My man was like, I was like, you want to do parachute sailing? He was like, no. He was like, I was like, but we'll be above water. No.
Right. No.
He was like, no. I said, I would save you. You know, just don't flip out if we in the water. Where I gotta hit you to knock you out unconscious to bring you to shore.
Yes.
He was like, I was on a swim team. I know how to swim like you. So why do you want to? No, because we up in the air. No.
Right. It's different. It's different.
Ryan said, that's a nope for me.
No, come on. I'm going to try that. I'm going to bring her with me.
International 5. Both women, dope energy. This is the first time ever seen MJs on interviews. Very dope energy and personality. Oh,
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. He's good people right there. I appreciate that.
But yeah, I love jet skis. Yo, them suckers be riding them waves.
Yeah. I've never been.
Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm happy God gave me boys because we did the quads when we was out in Cali.
Yeah, quads I love that.
Yeah.
And bikes, motorcycles. I love wind energy. That wind, wind therapy is the best.
The motorcycle, give me the 3-wheeler, I'm good.
No,
the 2, I can't do the 2.
It's got to be a 2-wheeler.
I gotta be the quad.
No.
Nah, I do the quads. I'm good. I'm like, catch me if you can, and I'm out.
No, it's got to be a 2-wheeler for me.
Oh, we definitely got to link up and be like, yo, let's go ride it. I'm like, let's go. You know, like, mount up. Let's go.
Yeah, you be on the quad. I'm on the 2-wheeler. We'll run up on Raya. Snag her up.
Yep. And she gonna be like, honey, they gonna kill me. I'm like, just put your helmet on. We good. Let's go.
Right, exactly. Hold on tight.
Oh, man. Oh, I just love
Insane.
it. I just love it. I just love it. Now, I seen your dog with the shades on, dressing up your dog, chilling too, right?
Listen, I'm the queen when it comes to my kids having birthday parties. We tend to go all out. And she's getting older now, so we don't go as all out as we used to. But she had a sleepover. Last year, she had 20 girls sleeping over. This year, because of COVID, we had to knock it down to like 5. But they were doing whipped cream twister. It was just crazy. So then this one wants to go. My poor dog is already like, there's so many goddamn people in the house, and they're putting glasses on her and all this other stuff on her. I'm like, oh my God, this poor dog.
Nah, roll with the punches.
Yeah, yeah, she does. God bless her, because I wouldn't. I'd be trying to take fingers off and toes off, but she just sat there and took it.
Oh man,
it's crazy.
Oh. What has been the highest for you and the lowest for you in this industry?
I think the lowest would definitely be, prior to this full time, I was in social work for about 20 years. And then after 20 years, I kind of hung up that hat. And said, okay, I'm going to take a leap of faith and build MJ's Hip Hop Connects. So when you're building something from the ground up, of course, that's the most challenging. So it was the first year was very, very difficult. And I was discouraged a lot because I'm like, wow, when I was just doing it for the love and the passion for so many years, it seems like I was getting more, exposure. I was getting more out there. Now that I'm doing it as a business and building my name and my brand and my movement, it seems like it's harder than when it was just, helping people out randomly here or there. So the first year I was really discouraged the first year. I really was. But, I do have a good support system. My best friend was like, just keep plugging. This is you. This is what you do. So you have to do this. You know what I mean? And I kept plugging away. And then I think the first high for me was, when First Celebrity reached out to me personally without, anybody else putting their hands in the jar or anything like that. They personally reached out to me and said, oh, I saw you did this for, this, or I caught your interview with this person, and we want to do some work. And, at that time, again, my main focus was just still the blogs and the magazines. So when major people started hitting me up for other things, like real PR work, that was like a high for me. Like, okay, like these people are putting their faith in me. They barely know me. They've just seen some things online and social media, but they don't know me from a can of paint, and they're putting all their faith in me. So that's when I said, all right, enough with that discouragement shit. Get up, do what you got to do, and do it like women do. Just, do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. But like I said in the beginning, it was a little discouraging. I was like, did I do the right thing? You know what I mean? You have all those debates going on in your brain. But now, here I am 5-6 years later, and I wouldn't trade anything. I wouldn't trade anything.
Follow. It's your gut. Yeah. It's your passion.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm a paralegal by day, but I'm an entrepreneur 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Amen.
I love doing this. I was like, I was like, God gave me the gift to gab. And I love people, unless they get on my last nerve, then I have to cut you short and be like, right. If your energy don't match mine, I'm like, there's something wrong. Because people be like, Nikki gets along with everybody. So if she doesn't get along with you, it's you.
It's you. You got the issue.
Exactly. Because they like, my mother said that. She was like, ever since you was little, you had to get to gab. But I knew something was wrong when you wasn't talking around certain people. I knew something was off with their energy. So my mother said she made sure we stay, or she'd be like, you be like evil. And then my mother be like, okay. And she would take heed. And then we would go on our merry little way. And my grandma always said she got that gift. She got that discernment from jump, but she also got that talking gift. That got me in trouble in school because I be talking and they be like, Nicole, I'm like, oh, what happened? You wasn't paying attention because your mouth is, but yeah.
But you turn it into a gift.
And I loved it. And I was always embedded ever since I was a baby with different music. My mother was like, you're going to be all around. And my father was like, yep, let's shoot. He's singing. My aunt come over piano. You got the soul train line.
Yeah.
Word up. And you had to come correct because we are tight judges. Word. And he goes, Ryan, Nikita. That's my modeling thing because Scrooge, right?
Yes.
So he was like, yo, that's one of my day ones from high school. He goes, yo, do a video for me. I was like, yo, Scrooge. He was like, yo, okay. Cause I was like, when he calls, I do. When I call him, he do. I was like, okay. I told my man, I was like, okay, it's you talk too much, that one, let me see the action, baby. So I showed Raya. She was like, okay, Nikita. Okay. That's not Nikki. That's not Sunshine. That's Nikita.
Nikita.
I was like, that's my acting self. You know, she was like, yeah, you doing a little hip, sticking it out, and let
Right.
I was like, but I was classy with it. I was wearing my long dress. I wasn't showing off the, you know, but
yes.
Scrooge was like, yo, I'm loving it. I was like,
you sound just like him.
we can imitate each other. Like when
That's
we do
crazy.
our interviews, our energy be on double level. He was
That's
like,
crazy. Oh God, that's great.
Oh, but MJ, you are doing the thing, Mama.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do.
That leap, look at what that leap brought you.
Yeah. But you
Look
know
at
what?
that
You know, and I'll give some advice too. That also comes with everyday networking and building and connecting with different and new people every single day. I don't skip a beat with that. Connecting with somebody new, you know, doors are opening up for different things. It's so important to do, regardless of what you're doing in music or entertainment or whatever. You have to network and build with people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You have to.
And I keep in touch with everybody, and everybody that I have on, I'm always sharing.
Right.
And now Sick Soul sends me people. He was like, yo, check him out, Sunshine.
Yeah.
I'll tell him to come. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like,
exactly.
And Chip Fu, they was like, yeah, I got your inbox. If they miss it, they be like, I'm sorry, I was in the studio. That's okay. But I was like, send me your stuff, and I'ma share.
Right. Yes.
You know?
Yes. So important.
The Mad Assassin says, thank you for everything, MJ.
He is the dopest. I am such a huge fan of his. Thank you so much for coming on. He is so dope. Are you familiar with his music? You need to get him on. Yeah, you need to definitely get him on. He's phenomenal.
Okay, you heard that, right?
Yeah, he's sick with it. He's definitely sick with it.
The Mad Assassin. Go to Celebrate Life. Go to Celebrate_Sunshine. Follow me, inbox me, and we'll talk later after I'm done with MJ. Because I'll get you on. Because I got my new book for 2022. Yeah.
I love it. Oh,
so real. Look, people was like, you know what? One thing MJ that we have missed right now, you know, we used to have the A&Rs and everything like that.
Yes.
But who's there for the underground? Who's there for the ones that's grinding? And I'm going to say it. The radio stations now are only playing certain people over and over again in rotation, and it makes me sick. And I'm saying that because it's disgusting. It shouldn't be who's lacing your pockets. It should be, okay, we got some underground heavy hitters.
Yes.
Like, Eminem came out of underground.
Right.
NWA, like.
Yes.
Underground. Snoop Dogg.
But it was easier then.
You know.
I mean, although it was, you know, hard work, it was much easier to get into mainstream then than it is now. It really is. You know, everything is about it. There's so much red tape. There's so much politics. There's so much money. You know what I mean? If you want to do an FM radio campaign, you're shoveling out at least $7,000 to $10,000.
Right.
And that's for like what? Just 1 month of radio spin. So, you know, one of the things I definitely try to educate the artists on is when it comes to radio campaigns, and like, I don't want to do internet radio. But, you know, I can get you on an internet radio station. That one station is syndicated on 70 other stations. So now that one interview alone just gave you 70 spins. Just one interview alone gave you 70 spins because they're syndicated on other, 70 other stations. You want to do that on mainstream? Again, give me 10,000 grand and I'll get you onto, onto FM. It's just, they hear these big names and they just think that if they get my music, it's good. It's a rap. I'm good to go. No, that's not how it works. It's definitely not how it works. You don't go from A to Z. A lot of it is, again, that red tape, the politics. You have to have money. And when you have money, you have to be smart where you're investing your money into. You want to pay FM 10 grand for 1 month of rotation, think of what else you can do with that 10 grand. That's going to get you so much more exposure. So much more exposure. And that's why they need a smart team behind them so they can, educate them on those moves. You can't just be making music. You have to know the business of it too. And a good team is, a manager, a booking agent, a publicist, because we all have different roles. So many people will hit me up. Yo, I need to be on tour. Can you book me a show? I need to perform here. No, that's not my lane. I'm not a booking agent. I'm not a manager. I don't deal with janky promoters. That's not what I do. I'm a publicist. So another thing artists have to do on, homework is know the different roles of marketing career, what they do. So it's a lot of work. And again, when you mentioned, there's a lack of ARs, there is. There's a lack of artist development, and there is. Everything is technology, but you still need the knowledge, you still need the experience, you still need all of that regardless.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I definitely try to educate the up and coming artists on. Definitely first is the radio. And get registered, get your music registered, get registered with DRT so you can see where your spins are going, how much spins you're getting. And then when you see that report, you'll see how that makes more sense than the 10 grand into a month of FM spins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I made an announcement 2 weeks ago, and I said from here on out, Sunshine is going to give this platform to artists who's grinding. I was like, send me your stuff in the inbox. I'll listen to it. I was like, now please, I'm a sharp shooter. If
it's whack, it's whack.
If it's whack, it ain't coming on.
That's right.
I was like, I won't even respond back to you. I will tell you in a nice way, but take it out of love.
Right.
You're going to have to step your game up.
Right.
So people have been doing it. So I'll make another announcement in another week and be like, okay, I was like, I'll give you 15, 20 minutes to come on, spit something.
Perfect.
Because I was like, that's one thing I am making them do is spit something.
Yeah.
Spit something so they could then follow you. Then I've even helped them. It's like, yo, how you get your IG page numbers up is by this. Boom, boom, boom. Right. I had to learn it. But you know what? If you're an artist and you out here doing everything by yourself right now, like I'm out here getting interviews right now. Thank God I got Ryan now. But Ryan was like, tell me, how many people have you? And I gave her a list. She was like, so what you need me for? She was like, Travis Winfrey, who doesn't do interviews for nobody, but he did it for you. And he said it on live. He was like, I love what you're doing. You're celebrating others and you're being humble about it. That's why I accept it. And he says, and I don't do interviews.
That's a beautiful thing right there.
I'm like,
that's a beautiful thing.
King,
Yes.
And and he was like, oh, you did your research. I said, I'm a fan. I had my hat and everything. I said, I didn't know if you was coming on with your hat, so I had to make sure I had mine just for safety. He was like, okay.
Yes.
So the fact is, Ryan was like, so what you need me for? I was like, you helping me more with the flavor. I was like, because I know where I want to go. I was like, I don't want to just stay here. I have a vision board. I was like, I'm trying to make it to where I love being a paralegal helping, but I'm tired of that. That's not my passion. My passion is I want to tour. I want to travel. I want to be a spokesperson. This is where I know I want to be.
Right.
And I want them figures to come with it, but I'm still going to be humble, but let me make my own damn schedule. I'm tired of being a 9 to 5.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm the person. So if I'll be like, okay, get yourself, come on, sunshine, come on, sunshine, come on, sunshine. Because there's some days when I got to wake up extra early to drop the boys off because my son is in acting and singing and he's in extracurriculum and I'm running here. And then the little one, he's all sports child and now he's doing the violin too.
They got their own social schedules.
I'm their Uber.
Yep. Oh my God.
For it, but I'm their Uber.
Yep.
They're trying to correlate with their father.
Right. I hear you. I do hear you. Loud and clear.
Like,
yes.
Woosa.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, who got who? Now the middle one is working now, so who got who? Hold on.
Right.
You got
exactly.
the calendar, the book for your business, calendar for the kids, book for the...
I got so many planners. My kids are like, why do you need so many planners?
Like, and you don't want to, and we can maintain our calendar books, right?
Yeah.
People be looking at me like, how do you juggle? My man said to me one time, he was like, yo, babe, I just looked at you one day and was like, she don't never stop. When do she stop?
But you know what, though? If we stop, well, I mean, for myself, honey, if I stop and sit, I'm like, and now what?
Yeah.
You just sit here and do nothing?
Yeah. I can't.
That's
I can't just sit and do nothing.
Me either.
But I can honestly say, Rye goes, I'm your woosah, Nikki. Don't kill nobody. Yeah, she is. You know how many times she took me off the ledge last week? And
wow.
And I'm the good one. I'm the good one.
Right.
I told her when she took me on, I said, Raya, I won't give you headaches because you have the men. I know they give you headaches.
Right.
But, you know, somebody wanted to test me all last week. So, you know, that she was my woosah. She was like, okay, no. She was like, Nikki, bring it back. Sunshine,
yes.
Come on. I need that sunshine.
Sunshine.
I was like, sunshine out the building right now.
It's raining. Oh, God.
Oh, MJ, I love I just love you.
Yes.
Everything. I just love you.
Yes.
Oh. So, what else would you like to leave the nuggets with our viewers?
Oh my goodness, there's so many jewels to drop. I mean, I think I pretty much said it all. You know, if you're an artist and you're out there grinding and doing your thing, like you said, you know, you want to bring artists on that are grinding. Even though your music might be great, you still want to see that grind behind it. You know what I mean? It has a lot to do with attitude, you know, and ego. Bring that grind to the table along with your talent, along with your business smarts. It has to be the whole package, the whole entire package. And the whole entire package in the indie scene is much different than it is in the mainstream. Mainstream is much more the outside package. You know what I mean? And the indie scene, it's completely different. You're an independent artist. So you have to be business savvy. You have to know, you know, where your money's going, how to invest it, who to invest it in. You have to know the whole things with, you know, streams and, you know, how to get your royalties, all that stuff. So it's very, very important to know the business. And if you're not business savvy, then bring people on your team that are business savvy. But you have to do research on them too, because there's a lot of janky marketing agencies, you know, PR agencies, managers. It's a lot of trial and error in the beginning for an artist. You know, you really have to, you know, professionally stalk people, as we said before. You have to, you know, you're bringing somebody on in your team. Remember, your music is your baby. You know what I mean? So it's like you're bringing in a nanny almost.
For
real.
What I mean?
Yeah, right. So you want to make sure that they're on point and that they don't turn, you know, you and your baby into a Lifetime movie. So, you know, you got to be on point with all that stuff.
Yeah, for real.
Because you will hear some horror stories that indie artists have go through it. And it really, like, some of it's heart-wrenching. It really is. All because they didn't have that knowledge. And again, it goes back to knowing the history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, take the time to sit. If somebody wants to offer you jewels, listen to it. There's a reason why they're offering those jewels. Listen, take it in. So important. And even though we're in a world, you know, a technical world, you know, I still try to push on to the artists that you still need to have that boots on the ground motto in your life. You still have to. You know, the first thing an A&R is going to tell you at a big label is they know you before you pitch to them. because they've heard you in the clubs. They've heard the DJ talk about you. They've seen your picture somewhere. They may not remember where. You know what I mean? So the A&Rs know who you are when you come to them. If you're the artist that's club hopping and getting out there to all the DJs and plastering your stuff everywhere, they know. If you're bringing your stuff to an AR and they don't know anything about you, it's going to sit on the, all right, I'll check it out later pile.
Mm-hmm.
But when they get that artist that they, oh, wait, I heard this artist before. That's the artist you know is grinding. They're doing everything they need to do. They got a team. He's investing the right way. AR knows who you are. He's gonna contact you because he already knows. He's aware of you a little bit. So that's definitely something I would definitely stress to the artist. Still, boots to the ground, even though technology is doing everything. Shit, if we crash tomorrow, where's your career?
Exactly.
Where's your career?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was that one day, Facebook went down for a day or two?
Facebook
Artists were
and
sweating.
IG. Yeah.
Forget it. People
Twitter
were
was
sweating.
laughing at everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it was like crackheads running out here. Like people didn't know what to do with themselves. Literally.
I know. I know. Ryan was like, you working? I was like, no. At work, me and everybody was like, yo, Facebook ain't working. It's working for you. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn Twitter now. Okay.
Right.
That was a learn of Twitter day. Okay.
See, everything happens for a reason.
I still don't know Twitter like that, but I learned a little bit more.
Yeah, you need to be on Twitter.
I'm on there now.
All right.
I'm on there, you know.
Okay.
But my kids won't teach me TikTok though. I want to do.
That's another one you got to be on.
My son was like, my spoken words on TikTok, and my boys was like, yeah, no, we are not. I was like, you're so wrong. I want to know TikTok. I was like, yo, my son Jalen. He's the one that helped me get our numbers up for the business page. And so now CJ was like, yo, why aren't you having your own page? Because you're celebrating Life with Sunshine. That way you're interacting with so many people. You can do your own page because you're branding yourself. And I was like, you're right.
See, so the young in school and the OGs. Yeah.
See? So within 2 months, I'm up to 2,300, almost 2,250 followers. But meanwhile, I got our business page up to the 19,000. Right. And so my other partner was like, yo, Sunshine killing on IG. Facebook is not going to micromanage me.
No. Mm-mm.
IG not at first, the first month, they only gave me an hour. Now IG says, do you, ma? Because you got heavy hitters coming on. So do you? And I was like, they're not policing me. They're letting me go.
Exactly.
Because after that hour, they shut me down real quick. Fast. I was like, oh. But now when you get your numbers up, and they see you getting other heavy hitters on, they're like, giving you
they're
time.
eating their popcorn saying, let her be. Yep.
Giving her time. And they was
let her
like,
be.
When I did the tribute to Biz Markie with DJ Bilal, we was on for 5 hours.
Wow.
5 hours. And how we had it set up was Bilal was sending out text messages while we were on. And 3 people would come on with me and Bilal. No, 2 people, because they only let you have 4. So 2 people would come on. We would keep them on for 20 minutes. They hop off. 2 more come on.
2 more would come on.
Dougie Fresh's son came on.
Nice.
DJs came on. So
right.
now I got connects with them. And now I'm doing DJ celebrating. We giving you flowers this Friday.
I saw that. Yes.
That's
a beautiful thing.
Remember them not in a club. Remember them house parties you got to
house
DJ?
Parties.
The lights off, red light, green light. You pay $5 at the door to get in. You get a soda and some chips. Lord.
Red Solo cup.
I'm telling my age. I'm 45 and I look good.
So am I. Right there with you. And you got one cup for the whole night. So don't lose your cup.
And don't put it down.
Don't put it down and don't lose it. Nope.
Turn up. And then light specials And you gotta have the right DJ or your party's gonna suck and people ain't gonna come back and you the talk of the school. Not a good way.
That's right. That's right. I remember I used to have a little Toyota and we used to pull up on those house parties. I would have people in the trunk because at that point, I think I was only one of us that was driving. We had like 5 people in the back seat, 2 in the trunk, just to get to this house party. It was like we were going to a dance party. It was like we were going to a concert.
Right? Look, I had the Jetta, red cherry Jetta Volkswagen. I had sitting on each other's laps in the back. I'm like,
Yes.
yo, if we get pulled over.
Yes.
I was like, act right. Nobody's driving my car.
Right.
It's only me. My mom's made sure that I signed that
Right.
stipulation with her. So I said, people's like, yo, Sunshine, you different. I said, I know. I'm not being conceited, but I know I'm different because I was built on a different cloth. We're missing that today. We're missing that. I was like, so people's like, you want me to come on, but how much are you charging? I was like, I'm not charging.
Right.
Now, if you want to sow a blessing, then cool. That's you sowing a blessing.
Right.
But
right.
I'm here helping promote because we don't have A&Rs anymore. We don't have people really telling you what you need to do and how to sharpen up your skills and your rhyming stinks or it's hot, but you could do this, you could do that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Here you go. Here's a platform. We're not charging. We're here to drop nuggets. We're here to help. And we help bring businesses on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Word of mouth. What
Absolutely.
other way?
That's the best way. That is the absolute best way. Word of mouth.
You know? So.
Because what you do speaks volumes.
Yeah.
That's it. Word of mouth.
Yep. And now, look. Boom, 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 boom. Now we can share. Now we can share. Now we can share.
Yes.
Now we can share. Now we can share. We'll link.
Yes.
Share. And I'm like, just share. Share. Somebody else may see this. Now I know how to work the reel because everybody's like, do you know how to do the reel? I was like, look at here. My man was like, babe, you not text. I was like, no, babe, that's where you come in.
Right.
That's where Jalen comes in. I was like, look, I was like, I pull them in, but I need y'all help. Help me, help you.
Exactly.
Help me. Now I know how to do the reels. Now, they help me.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't know Instagram. Now I can work Instagram. Now I got to learn Twitter. Look,
Twitter.
Focus. I was like, okay.
You got one, you move to the next. That's it. That's it.
MJ, I love you. I really, really do.
Ditto.
Oh, keep sending them my way.
I will.
Letting me know.
Absolutely.
And we here. We here. And I'll let you know when this goes up on YouTube so that we can share even more. You know.
I definitely will. Absolutely.
You know.
Of course. I know the drill. I know the drill.
Well, Queen, tonight was your flowers. We
Thank you so much.
Industry appreciate you.
Thank you.
And you got people giving flowers in the chats.
Love you all, definitely. Raya, love you so much, sis.
Thank you for tuning in from our home to yours. Have a blessed night. And again, don't forget, Sunshine coming with the DJs this weekend. Friday night.
Friday night.
Friday. Let's go.
Yes.
You see the name Low Gang, slowly come